guys, I'm Kimura, and today I'm here to talk to you about our new book called Ghost by Jason Reynolds. This is about a middle school boy named Castle Crenshaw, otherwise known as Ghost. Ghost loves to run. It's just his favorite thing to do. One day, Ghost impulsively races an elite sprinter and wins. An Olympic track coach realizes Ghost's natural talent and recruits him for the team. The thing is, though, Ghost has something else, a lot of anger and a past he's trying to run away from. It all started years ago when running away from his father, who chased Ghost and his mother through their apartment and down the street with a loaded gun, aiming to kill them. Ghost has been in trouble ever since. Can Ghost harness his raw talent for speed, or will his past finally catch up to him? This is the first book in a 4-part series called Track, which focuses on a group of runners on an elite middle school team. It's an amazing series that I totally recommend. You can find Ghost and the other track books in Fiction REY.
In 1945, in a now famous piece of video from the Holocaust, 4-year-old Michael Bornstein was filmed by Soviet soldiers being carried out of the Auschwitz concentration camp in his grandmother's arms. Survivors Club is the true story of one of the youngest survivors of Auschwitz. Michael survived 11 months in a death camp where most children did not make it past 2 weeks. This is not just Michael's story, though. It's the story of a family that avoided and deceived death time and time again. It's an unforgettable book about a father's courage, a mother's love, and one perfectly timed illness. It's a shocking, heartbreaking, but ultimately uplifting book. I would recommend this book if you like history, action, and adventure. You can find this Survivors Club in the Biography section under BOR.
Hello there everyone, I'm Alex, and today I will be showing you 4 new books. Like to check out cool cars? Well, these are the books for you. Want to read about a super fast car? Then you should read Porsche, the ultimate speed machine. Lasting for over 60 years, this unbeatable car tackles the wide open road. Want something more out of the country? Then you should check out Mercedes-Benz, German engineering excellence. This car combines the high standards of automotive design and luxury. Want a car that's sleek and beautiful? Then read Ferrari, pure passion and power. This Italian sports car is a masterpiece of style with racetrack power and handling. Are you the type of person who wants a car with great performance? You should take a look at BMW, Performance and Precision. Manufactured in Germany for more than 75 years, this car has classic style and function. You can read all 4 of these books in 6 to 9 COC.
Hey, Gutty's Middle.
We're here to tell you about a really good book called Esperanza Rising by Pam Munoz Ryan.
It's about a girl whose father is a wealthy landowner in Mexico, and Esperanza is a pampered only child.
She has silk dresses, porcelain dolls, and all the papaya salad she can eat. Every year after the grape harvest, her parents, grandmother, and all the household servants throw her a huge birthday party. But things take a sudden turn for the worst.
After a terrible tragedy, Esperanza goes from riches to rags. She thought her life would be wonderful forever. She always had fancy dresses and a beautiful home filled with servants.
She never thought her life would come down to this. After the tragedy shatters her world and forces Esperanza and her mother to flee to California, they have to settle in a camp for Mexican farm workers.
Esperanza isn't ready for that, though. When her mother gets sick, Esperanza must find a way to rise above all of her difficult circumstances, because their lives literally depend on it.
Esperanza Rising is not just historical fiction. It's a great story, and you can find it in Fiction in RYA.
Hey Getty's Middle, it's Kira here, and I'm here to tell you about The Worst Class Trip Ever by Dave Barry. 8th grader Wyatt Palmer is flying north from Miami, Florida to Washington, D.C., along with all his classmates. Wyatt's primary goal during the class trip is to not embarrass himself in front of his crush, Susanna. His fantasies are ruined when Wyatt and his best friend Matt are seated in front of 2 men acting rather suspiciously. Wyatt and Matt are convinced that the two guys are terrorists, and chaos follows their friends throughout the entire trip. If you throw a group of 13-year-olds together with a potential threat, a bunch of trouble heaps up, not just with their teachers, but also with the mysterious men from row 11. This was a really funny and kind of crazy book that I'm certain you will enjoy. You can find the worst class trip ever in Fiction BAR.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about a book called Tuesdays at the Castle, the first part in a 5-book series by Jessica J. George. It's a really great book about a magical castle that can build itself and the royal family that will do anything to protect it. Every Tuesday, the castle adds a new room, or turret, or sometimes even a whole new wing. The youngest princess, Celie, is the first person to ever attempt to map the ever-changing corridors of her beloved castle. But when her parents disappear and are presumed dead, her whole life is flipped around as invaders prepare to take over the castle. It's up to Celie and her knowledge of the castle to defend her home and save the kingdom. This is a really great choice for fans of Harry Potter, Ella Enchanted, or books by Gail Carson Levine. Tuesdays at the Castle is located in Fiction GEO.
Hello there, Goodies Middle School. I'm Cynthia, and today I'm here to tell you about Football Toughness on the Gridiron by Peter Douglas. I really enjoyed this book because I got to learn more about the sport football. If you enjoy playing football, you should read this book because it will help give you tips from pros, including rest, nutrition, exercise, and how to get yourself in the zone to play better on the field. Since football is a collision sport, injuries are part of the game. This book can help you reduce the risk of injuries so you can enjoy playing football with fewer risk of being injured. You can find Football Toughness on the Gridiron and Nonfiction 796.332 DOU. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey Geddies, it's Mason here, and I'm going to tell you about a very peculiar book called Smack Dab in the Middle of Maybe by Joe Watson Hackle. The main character is a young girl named Cricket who lives in a small Mississippi town with her Aunt Belinda. And this story begins with Cricket being left behind and forgotten in the local grocery store. All of Cricket's life, her mother told her stories about a secret painted room by a mysterious artist. But now, after the death of her father, Cricket's mother has run off, and Cricket thinks the mysterious room might be the answer to get her back. If it exists, and if she can find it. She'll also find out you have to get little lost to really find your way. This book is one of my favorites because it has many twists you wouldn't expect. You can find Smack Dab in the Middle of Maybe in Fiction HAC.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about a really great book called A World Without Heroes, the first book in a series called Beyonders by Brendan Mull. The book is about a 13-year-old boy named Jason who works at a zoo. One day, while cleaning out the hippo tank, he is transported to a strange world called Lyrian. Lyrian is filled with magic and mystery, and it's ruled by an evil wizard named Maldor. In his search for a way home, Jason meets Rachel, who is also mysteriously transported to Lyrian from our world. With the help of a few rebels, Jason and Rachel become caught up in a quest to recover the missing syllables of the word that will defeat Maldor and free Lyrian from his reign of terror. The Beyonders series is a great read for anyone, but especially for fans of Harry Potter or Percy Jackson. Book 1, A World Without Heroes, is located in Fiction MUL.
Hi, my name is Whitney, and I'm here to tell you about this book called The Miscalculations of Lightning Girl by Stacey McAnulty. It's a book about a girl named Lucy who was struck by lightning when she was 8. She was lucky the lightning didn't kill her, but it did have an unexpected effect. She turned into a math genius who can calculate as fast as a computer. This syndrome can be caused when the part of the left lobe of your brain stops working and the right lobe of the brain is working overtime. She lives with her grandma and has been homeschooled ever since the accident. Now her grandma is enrolling her in middle school, even though Lucy is technically smart enough to go to college. If a person can survive a bolt of lightning, they can survive middle school, right? I like this book because it was a book of suspense, compassion, and trust. If you want to read If you want to read more about Lucy's story, you can find the Miscalculations of Lightning Girl in Fiction MCA.
Do you like boxing? I'm here to tell you about the latest sequel to House Arrest called Knockout by K.A. Holt. This novel is about a young boy, Levi, who is ready for 8th grade. His overprotective mom, college-aged brother, and runaway dad all make him stressed out over the little things. Levi has various health issues, but when he is encouraged to box, he's actually good at it. After getting involved in bad decisions, including lying and sneaking around, Levi finally comes face to face with his own problems, abilities, health, friends, and dreams. I really enjoyed the way the author lets the reader experience Levi's back and forth arguments with himself. If you want to find out how Levi will overcome his problems, then you can read Knockout in Fiction HOL.
Hey y'all, I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books called The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. Macy Queen is a high school student who had her whole summer planned out, working at the library, studying, and spending time with her mother sharing the silent grief of the traumatic loss of Macy's father. Her plans didn't include landing a job at Wish Catering and working with its fun-loving crazy crew, or helping renovate the family's cottage at the beach, which was left kind of a mess since her father's death. Or meeting Wes, a boy with a past and a taste for truth-telling, and an amazing artistic talent. But Macy soon discovers that the things you expect the least are sometimes the things you need the most. I absolutely love The Truth About Forever, and you can find it in Fiction under DES.